think you're doing sending me this invitation to your wedding? What is it that you want with me this time? Oh, shut up. All that is a wedding invitation from your cute little sister saying you're invited to her wedding. Are you not even going to tell me congratulations or something before trying to yell at me? Now getting married to him. To be honest, I'm also pretty surprised about all of this. I just stole him to have a little fun with, yet instead he started to fall for me so quickly that I couldn't control the situation anymore. And the ring he proposed to me with had this amazingly huge diamond on it, so I had no other choice but to say yes. And so after that, things took off towards our wedding. I'm sorry about this, but I am not going to be attending that wedding of yours. And so I plan to say not coming to that wedding invitation you sent. And that is perfectly okay. I never really wanted you showing up to my wedding either, so this is perfect. I only sent you that invitation because I felt the need to, with you being family and all, but... Well, then this is great for both of us. I'll let the family and mom and dad know that I can't come due to work or some other business that I might have then. That sounds just like the thing a winning sister would say. You'd never want our parents to know a thing about what had really gone on between us, right? Well, actually, I'd really love to tell them all about everything, but in doing that, nothing will be fixed, and if anything, it'll just create way more drama. So this has nothing to do with me trying to help your guys' image at all. Okay, then use whatever lie you want to get out of joining the wedding.
Lisa, I'm sorry to contact you on your day off, but would you be able to talk for just a few minutes?
Kelly, good evening. Do you have some questions from yesterday's lesson or something?
Well, actually, this has nothing to do with any of our lessons. I have something sort of private that I'd like to ask you about. I'm here wanting to ask if you have a little sister?
Yeah, well, I have one little sister, but what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, I see. So would that make your little sister's name Casey, then? And would she be getting married here in the near future?
Huh? Why do you know all about that stuff?
Well, a little while back, didn't I talk with you for a bit about my son? Well, he's been with her for 3 years now, and they are starting to get close to finally marrying one another. And I finally connected the dots and realized that your little sister is going to marry my son.
Hey, my little sister?
Well, yesterday I had just received the news from my son that those two would be getting married, and a little while ago I had the chance to meet your sister, and at the time I was really wondering why she looked so similar to you. So I went and asked Joshua about her, and he said that she might have some connection to my piano teacher. And so that was the moment I found out that she was actually related to you after all.
So then that would make Mark your son?
That's right, he is my very pride and joy. I would have never thought that my own son would be getting married to the sister of my piano teacher. I guess this really is a small world after all, huh?
Well, it sure is. I am also really shocked by this news.
It's so amazing that we'll have yet another thing that will bring us even closer together, huh, Lisa? I'm so looking forward to their wedding coming soon. Oh, that's another thing. I know this has to be happening, but are you planning to give a wonderful musical performance at the wedding?
You think that I'd want to perform there?
Well, I heard from my son that you are planning to go and play the piano for them all night. Just thinking about how well you could play all of the songs there on your own makes me all giddy inside. Well, I have to ask this then. If I asked you to play the piano for my son and your sister, would you do it? I'll even pay you, of course.
I'm really sorry, Allie, and I am really thankful for you bringing this question to me, but I don't plan to attend those two's wedding. And so with that, I won't be able to perform there.
Oh my, why not? This is your little sister's wedding, yet you don't plan on coming? Well, doesn't that seem a bit strange to you? Because it does to me.
Well, there are a few things that are holding me back.
But this will be her only wedding. And didn't you say that you have a man of your own? So I'm sure he wants to go see the wedding as well. Also, the wedding will be pretty quick, so you should have enough time to come in and celebrate. If you're not even planning to come for them, at least come for me.
Huh?
Oh, and of course you should bring your man along with you. I bet if you have your boyfriend there with you watching the romance unfold, that might drive him to finally marry you. I'll let my son know to have your boyfriend join us as well, and to have a seat placed for him. I'm very thankful that you want me there, but, well, actually, my boyfriend is already planning on being at the wedding. Huh? Well, if he's already planning on going, doesn't that mean he's a friend of my son or something? Well, you could say that, but to be straightforward, he's the main man of the night. Huh? The main man? I'm so very sorry, Kelly. To be very honest, that man that I've been dating was actually your son. But just a few days ago, we had broken up, and now he's going to be marrying my little sister. My piano teacher had been dating my son? Hold on a minute, what do you mean? Because I thought that my son has been dating your little sister for the past 3 years now. Well, that 3 years was between Mark and me. But going into this year, I learned that he had been cheating on me with my sister. And from there, I guess he had changed who he loved and left me behind. And the moment we broke up, they told me that they were going to get married. Ah! He was cheating on you and even left you for her? What the hell is going on here? How could my son do this senseless stuff? Tomorrow we still have a one-on-one lesson, right? If you wouldn't mind, could you come a little bit before your lesson so that we can talk through this? That'll allow me to explain everything to you about what's happened thus far. Oh, I will definitely make extra time for you. I'm sure you'd be okay with me showing up 2 hours in advance for our discussion, right? Okay, then I'll be waiting and ready for you. And to make things as relaxed as possible for the two of us, I'll brew us a thing of tea and bring some candles.
What's this? Why did my sister that said she wouldn't be showing up all of a sudden appear at my wedding? Did you finally decide to come and see my beauty in this dress? Seeing someone that I wasn't prepared for is a little unsettling.
You don't have to speak to me like you hate me or something. All that happened was us two making eye contact, and not even a second has passed, and you're already on your phone acting like a lunatic.
What the hell? So it really was you that I saw? Why have you chosen to come here all of a sudden? I thought I heard you say over and over again that you didn't want to be here.
Well, I have a few things to attend to.
You do? Perhaps you've come here to forgive me and Mark? Or even worse than that, you might have even come and tried to get back with him just before our fates are sealed? That must be the thing you have to attend to, right?
Huh?
I'm really happy that you came all the way here for that, but I'm sorry. I never thought you'd come here last second to join us, and so I never had a seat placed for you. So if you don't mind, which you won't, I'd like you to go stand in the far back corner of the wedding hall and watch from the back there.
Excuse me?
Oh, but before you get all comfortable, could you go put our present on the front desk for us, please? I never expected to get anything from you, so I am jumping with joy now.
I'm not here to play around, so there's no reason for me to bother with a gift for you both. And I am never going to forgive the two of you, so just forget it already. So me being here today is not for the purpose of celebrating either of you.
Then why did you take the time to come all the way here? Did you seriously not believe that we'd be getting married today, so you came all the way here to make sure we weren't lying to you? Or even worse, have you come to try and destroy the wedding? Could you please try and refrain from any crazy stuff? I know that you still want Mark, but there's nothing you can do now to get him back.
Well, I don't actually care about him anymore, and I have no desire to get back together with him. So could you please shut up about all that already?
I know that you don't want to admit it, but you just showing up here unannounced like this is more than enough evidence to show you still do care. I bet you are so upset over the fact that you lost this impressive man that graduated from a top university here. And Joshua is far ahead of any other coworkers he has, so he'll be making hundreds of thousands in no time. So there's no way you aren't still envious about him.
I'm telling you, me being here has nothing to do with him.
Then can you please tell me why you came here? Because all I see is a desperate woman trying to get her lost man back. And you probably also just want to be here to try and piss me off on my big day, huh? Just seeing you show up after losing everything is freaking hilarious.
I was invited by Mark's parents.
Huh?
Is that a good enough reason for me being here? So you telling me that I have no seat prepared for me is no problem at all. And once I've dealt with what I'm here for, I'll be leaving.
Wait. What do you mean you received an invitation from Mark's parents? Why would they even have a reason to be inviting you over to our wedding?
Well, when I tell you the reason, I'm sure you'll quickly understand. But until then, I have to prepare myself, so I'll talk with you later.
What the hell were you thinking today? Why were you up there performing the piano performance with my mother-in-law? I was sure that it was only supposed to be her today that would give us a fantastic performance. I never heard anything from anyone about it being you two performing for us.
Having two people lay the piano at the same time is called a four-handed performance. And Kelly had gone through a lot of practices to prepare for this performance, so don't get too upset with it.
That is not an answer to my question, though. I want to know why you were up there with my mother-in-law performing those pieces with her. And I also want to know what kind of relationship you have with Kelly that allows her to invite you here.
We just know each other as a piano teacher and her student is all. And actually, Kelly has been coming to my piano classes for the past 5 years now.
What? You're telling me that my own mother-in-law is your student?
And this performance that we gave today was something she asked me to do with her. She said it was her son's special day and that she really wanted to play these pieces, but needed a second pair of hands to perform them. If it were only her up there, she would have never been able to play any of those songs, and so I had no other choice but to come help my student. It's not good as a teacher to shoot down what your students ask from you.
And so that's how you got invited to my wedding by his parents? I couldn't have even begun to imagine you and Mark's mom having this kind of relationship with one another.
His parents were also very surprised by the relations here. They never thought that Kelly's piano teacher was the older sister of their son's girlfriend. But just be glad that right after the performance, I headed straight home. Of course, Mark's parents and ours asked me to stay after a performance like that, but I had to tell them that I had no other business being there.
Lisa, I just have to ask this to make sure, but you made sure not to tell Kelly about what happened between the three of us, right? You, me, and Mark?
Can you be a little more specific about what you mean by what happened between the three of us? Are you talking about the time that my little sister stole my boyfriend and then married him after they had broken up? The story about how I had dated him for 3 years, but when you met his parents, you told them that you'd been with him for 3 years? And with that, you're talking about how you hid what had really happened from his mom and dad?
Yes, all of that. All of it. So I'm asking, did you make sure not to tell her anything about all of that?
Oh, my bad. I told her everything.
What? You have to be joking right now. When you say everything, do you really mean that?
Well, before I had gone and told her anything, she had no clue about me and Mark being a thing at one point. And all she was focused on was your guys' wedding. So on the day that she texted me asking if you were really my younger sister, well, I had to let her know the true story about us. And boy, was she surprised. But so was I.
Why? I tried my hardest, and so did you, to keep all of this a secret from everyone. So why did you ruin all of that by telling my mother-in-law about this?
Trying to play dumb all the time starts to really tire one out. And we've known each other for 5 years now, so it's about time we started to talk about one another's private lives without holding back. I didn't really show her any proof that we were a thing, but she seemed to believe every word of it. And now it looks like this may have ruined her original thoughts about how amazing her son was to her. It's funny that this all started the moment she asked me to bring my boyfriend to the wedding, and I just had to tell her the truth.
This isn't funny. All of this was supposed to stay a secret, even if you are good friends with the person you want to tell it to. I went so long making sure not a single person knew about any of this, but now it's gotten out? And the fact that the first person to know had to be my new mother-in-law.
Well, my number one job as a teacher is to never lie to my students. To me, my students are like very important customers to me, and so I will never try to play dumb when I'm asked to be serious with them. So please stop acting like being a liar like you is so easy for everyone.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I was always treated so well by Kelly, but what's going to happen between us now? Now that she knows that I stole Mark from you? But hold on. I bet that Kelly knows about me trying to keep this all a secret as well then, too.
That's right, because it was months ago that we had this conversation, and never once did she tell you afterward that she learned everything about you.
Why would she let me come all this way, even letting me marry her son if she knew all about all of this? Does this mean that even after learning about me, she hasn't come to hate me? Well, maybe she doesn't really care about me stealing Mark from you and is totally fine with me. So that's the reason that she still performed that beautiful performance with you. She must still want me and her son to be part of her family after all, right?
I have no clue about what her true intentions are.
Really?
Well, Casey, did you understand the meaning of the song we played today? The piece was Dies Irae from Mozart, and it's got a pretty deep meaning to it. Out of all the pieces she could have chosen, this was the one she was dead set on. She told me that she wanted both of us to play this song as a way of showing everyone our true feelings about you both. So for the past 2 months, we've been practicing that piece pretty much every day to make sure that it was perfect for you guys.
Isn't that the song about facing your sins? That must really mean that Kelly is pissed at me, right? She is probably super pissed at the fact that we still had this wedding even after hearing that from you two, right?
We sure can put on a good performance when it's fueled by anger, huh? Well, this'll be it from me today, as I have another lesson in just a few minutes. I would not try to let any of the things that Kelly thinks of you get in the way of having an amazing life with Mark, okay? See you later!
What am I going to do, Lisa? I was just told by not only Mark's parents, but also Mom and Dad that they all want to cut ties with us. They even told us they don't ever want to see our faces ever again, and we aren't even allowed to come over to the house anymore.
But you have such a wonderful husband with you now, so none of this should concern you, right? And he'll be making hundreds of thousands of dollars soon with his job, so you can rely solely on him now.
Well, that's another huge problem now. Joshua just told me that he wants to quit his job.
Really?
He's been telling me that everyone at the office has been spreading rumors about our story and that they continue to pick on him because of it. Joshua was really good at his job and well liked by all the people there before, but now that he's fallen out with everyone, he says he just can't take it. And now that he's heard about his parents leaving him, he is in complete shock. He's now telling me that he's going to quit his job and just disappear from this city to start a new life.
Oh my gosh. He seems to have gone after his then-girlfriend's little sister, but never prepared for all the rumors that would spread when word got out about it, huh? But, well, that'll happen from time to time. I think if he's able to get back on his feet and find a new job, your guys' savings will support you for a little bit and you'll be fine.
But our savings are going to be completely empty here in a few days. And everyone, like our friends and distant family, also know about this happening and are asking for all the gifts they have given us back. And in my case, I don't even have any money in my savings, and Mark pretty much used all of his getting me this ring and renting the amazing reception hall.
So what you're saying is you both might need to go on unemployment?
I think so, but that won't be enough, so please help us. You're the only person we have left in this world that can help us. We'll make sure to pay everything back to you, so could you please lend us money for a house and for food and everything?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
If you really think about this, I'm your biggest victim in your guys' whole scheme. So what makes you think I'd actually hand a single penny over to you?
But you are my older sister.
Well, to me, all you are is another nobody that I have no relation to. I don't even know who I'm talking with at the moment. If you don't have any money like you're saying, have you tried thinking about selling that ring of yours? All right, I've got a lesson to get started on. I'm not sure how you guys will be able to run away from your past, but you have each other now, so enjoy. After everything, the only updates I got about them came from mutual friends. Mark quit his job and he and Casey moved far away. Though he found new work, his salary was nowhere near what he'd promised her. Feeling like a nobody in a new town, Mark began cheating again, spending all his earnings on other women. Casey, isolated and helpless, quietly endures it. Meanwhile, Lisa's friends began taking piano lessons with me, and now my schedule is completely full. I hardly have time to think about my sister anymore, and I am genuinely thankful for this busy, fulfilling new chapter. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.